Mamas, New Year's is finally here. 2019 has arrived. And what does that mean? New Year's resolutions. If you have a New Year's resolution to shed some pounds, get that pre-baby body back, start a fitness journey, or enhance the one that you were already on, do that with Zaya Activewear. One of the most motivational ways I can think of, and it helps me stay active in the gym and stay on track, is getting brand new activewear. There's nothing more motivational than showing up to the gym in brand new activewear you feel comfortable and confident in that you want to flaunt off. I love getting Zaya Active deliveries. If you haven't heard of Zaya Active before, they are a Utah-based, right here in Salt Lake City, active lifestyle brand, and they have the most incredible leggings and so much more. They have a men's line. They just recently launched Zaya Kids, and they have accessories. Try the Uplift if you haven't already. But if you are looking for super high quality premium activewear, Zaya is your place. You can try Zaya at myzaya.com/EmmaDawn. Mamas, New Year's is finally here. 2019 has arrived. And what does that mean? New Year's resolutions. If you have a New Year's resolution to shed some pounds, get that pre-baby body back, start a fitness journey, or enhance the one that you were already on, do that with Zaya Activewear. One of the most motivational ways I can think of, and it helps me stay active in the gym and stay on track, is getting brand new activewear. There's nothing more motivational than showing up to the gym in brand new activewear you feel comfortable and confident in that you want to flaunt off. I love getting Zaya Active deliveries. If you haven't heard of Zaya Active before, they are a Utah-based, right here in Salt Lake City, active lifestyle brand, and they have the most incredible leggings and so much more. They have a men's line. They just recently launched Zaya Kids, and they have accessories. Try the Uplift if you haven't already. But if you are looking for super high quality premium activewear, Zaya is your place. You can try Zaya at myzaya.com/EmmaDawn.
So I am so excited for this episode, and I cannot wait to tell you guys why, because my baby sister,
special guest,
drum roll, is here with us. So this is my baby sis, Lindsay.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, she's all the way here from Oregon. So
just rolled in today.
Yeah, she did. So my mom, my dad, Lindsay, and her two kiddos, she's got a boy and a girl, just rolled in this afternoon from Oregon, and they're here for the holiday, and I'm so excited to have them here. She's staying with us, and
and brought a case of wine.
Yes, she did.
That Tara paid for.
Is it more King's Raven?
It's more King's Raven.
All of the King's Raven at King's Raven Winery.
Because I haven't dropped that at least once before. So you're welcome.
Yeah. Just make sure that... So, unfortunately, Amazon is dropping the ball on my Prime and my new mic, my extra mic, my third mic for
I love you, Amazon.
Of the special guests we're about to have on the show.
I know.
Isn't coming until tomorrow. And this is by 9 p.m., which is all day.
Linz and I are sharing a mic.
Thank God we're sisters.
And we can get all super up in each other's business.
You smell the stink bombs in each other's mouths. No, I got nothing.
She's got nothing to say.
Got nothing.
So I guess just to let everyone know, because we have been doing the wine review at the beginning of the show, so we have cracked open a bottle of, as you can imagine, the King's Raven Rosé, which is absolutely fabulous. It's one of my favorites. I'm not a huge rosé drinker, but I love this one because it's not overly sweet. It's not overly fruity. I feel like they did a really great job with it.
That's what I love about rosé.
Lindsay? So Lindsay works at the vineyard, so we're gonna get some. Yep. So we're gonna get some behind the scenes wine knowledge dropped on us right now.
I'm still new at this. Okay, I've been working there for 6 months, and I'm still a newbie.
That's the coolest job ever.
It's my side gig. It's helping me pay my lawyer fees. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so with the rosé, It is a mix of our Pinot Noir as well as, which one is it? I always forget. Oh, Phoenix. Our Phoenix, which is similar to a Sauvignon Blanc. So it's a little bit deeper red than a normal rosé that you would see in the store, where it's like that pretty pinkish.
I did notice that.
Yeah, so it's a little bit deeper red. It's drier, I think, than most rosés, but it also is very fruity. So it's very interesting rosé.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I love it.
I do love King's Raven. Not my favorite rosé though, but that
it's gotta be okay. But it's gotta be better than Red Truck.
Oh my god,
that shit was
last
terrible.
Week's wine review, people, the worst. And we had, what was it, like half a bottle left, and we choked it.
We
down.
Legit choked it down. I'm pretty sure my face went numb at some point, which is not a good sign of a quality wine.
It's
when your face goes numb.
Well, and that's alcohol abuse if you don't finish it.
Fact.
No matter how bad it is.
No matter how terrible it is.
You must choke it down.
I almost put
that
it down
is
the
what
drain.
she said.
That's my girl.
I almost dumped it down the drain. But I'm glad I didn't, because the look on Tara's face when I gave her a glass of it and her first sip was priceless. I feel like both of our mouths were disinfected with how disgusting and rubbing alcohol-y this wine tasted.
So basically you didn't have to brush your teeth that night.
I don't think I did. Just saying. Just putting it out there.
So
it was
gross.
bad. I'll never buy it again.
Well, it's called Red Truck.
This, right? It should be awesome.
Is that the name of the vineyard, the winemaker?
I think so.
You would think it's really cute and kitschy and like it'd be a good wine.
A super cute label, and my son Milo is obsessed with cars.
Oh,
and
well,
trucks
that's the problem. You based your wine buying off of your son's interest.
My 2-year-old, right? Well, I'm like perusing the aisles, looking for something fun for us to review, because Tara and I decided that we were going to do a new segment as the Mommy Wines podcast. We should do a wine review. So I'm like perusing the aisles, looking at all these different wines. And the label just caught my eye. And I think I think they spent way more on marketing than they did to produce the wine.
You know what? There was someone that actually came into the vineyard a couple weeks ago that said that she buys wine strictly off of what the label looks like, all the artistic artwork and everything on the bottle. And she's like, that's how I buy my wine. I'm like, that's a really poor way to choose your wines, but I get it.
But I feel like that's like a really common, like, wine newbie.
It had a cork. It should have been legit.
Fact, however, I have had some legit wines that are screw tops. So,
dude, Barefoot is $4.99, and that was better.
Still not super cheap.
Not great, but better than what we had last week.
Oh my god, it was so bad. But I feel like there's definitely something. There has to be an element of like catching your eye on the bottle to be able to read it and get a sense of like, is this good? Am I going to enjoy it?
For anything. That's just marketing 101.
Right. So there has to be that element of it. So I feel like they nailed that piece of it so much so that they like sucked a lot of people into buying their terrible wine.
But the wine is shit.
Yeah.
It's terrible shit.
PSA. I'm doing you all a public service by announcing the terribleness of this wine.
I would like to add that if you have not mentioned before that the King's Raven Winery logo is awesome. We've gotten several compliments on the logo itself, which if you have not been to the website or the Instagram at King's Raven Winery.
Linked below as always.
It is, as always. It is a playing card, and it's got the K, because obviously Kings, obs.
We should talk to them about producing or private labeling a Mommy Wines.
Right?
Ooh.
A Mommy Wines.
You know, the winemaker...
Doing a long pour here, guys.
The winemaker, Darren, and our BFF, Tanea, would totally be open to that.
Cool name.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah, I've heard some very interesting names today. Tanea I thought was always cool, except the girl who denied my mortgage license in the state of Nevada was also named Tanea.
That bitch.
I know.
She sounds like a whore. So I won't go into the history of Tanea, how Tanea got her name, because she loves that story so
Maybe
much.
she should
So
be a
if
special
she's-
guest.
You know what? If she is ever a special guest, she would absolutely love to talk about where her name came from. She hates it.
What?
Well, and I think they're going to be out this way like spring breakish time. So maybe we can sucker her in
Fun.
to being on this
Book her on the calendar.
book her on the calendar, which by the way is getting like super legit full.
Yeah. We have some
Guys.
really interesting things
Guys.
planned for you guys in the future.
Like this thing is happening and we've got some exciting stuff coming.
Mike
So
is
excited.
shocked because there's a lot of bigger things happening very, very fast.
Super fast. It's so exciting.
You might see us on TV.
That would be crazy. I think I've got at least another 30 pounds to lose if we're going to do that shit.
Girl, just cold sculpt that shit. That's all I want to do is just make enough money to pay for my cold sculpting
like a
addiction.
mommy makeover?
Yes,
Yes.
but they do it all. I don't even know.
No,
but
I do know because
I've heard a lot of good things.
I've
And
had it done.
you have?
Oh,
I
the
have.
cool sculpting.
I want to do it so
Super
bad.
confession. Yeah, I had it done. But it wasn't the most comfortable thing I've ever done.
Just a little boost in that, like, fitness,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
kind of
Just
spark
that
your
body
motivation.
confidence. Just
Yeah.
a little bit of extra body confidence.
And I feel
right?
like sometimes there's things that happen after having a kid that you can't fix in
No.
a gym.
Nope. Especially down under.
Down under.
Peeing when at the most inappropriate times is like the one thing. I mean, the
I think I've
ladies,
peed laughing at this podcast.
ladies,
Yes.
do your Kegels. Okay, Kegels, however you say it, please do them. It helps.
Does it?
But it does. It doesn't stop all of the pee, but it stops about maybe 75% of it.
Well, what I read online is that a mommy makeover comes with a vaginal rejuvenation laser treatment.
I don't even know what the hell that is, but it sounds amazing.
Sounds fucking terrifying.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Like
I
I
do
would
not-
have my vagina rejuvenated in a heartbeat.
Vagina lift. Labia lift. It's a labia lift.
I don't know if it comes with that, because I did see that on the website.
That's a
But
different
I was
thing.
just, perusing, because I want to have, like, one more kid and then get my boobs done. Because I had the best boobs. Seriously, I could have been a dim-wit piece of shit, but my boobs would have saved my life.
Mm-hmm.
They were so great before I had Milo. And now he sucked the
yes.
life out of them.
No, they
Yep.
literally do.
They do.
They literally do. They fill you with life and then they suck it right back out of you. And you're left with these like little sad, deflated balloons.
Oh my god, my nursing boobs, though,
Oh man.
were on fire.
God, right? That just
Fire.
oh man. Like
I had so many hearts on Instagram. Every selfie I took,
so
like the first 8 months of Milo's
The milk
life.
for
cleavage.
real. The milk cleave. The milk cleave.
My
No,
Instagram
so Joe
blew
and I got
up.
married when Corbin was like 3 months old, so I was still like full on breastfeeding, and I probably
Good, talk
almost,
about it, because I cut that out of last week. Sorry,
oh my
girl.
god! Every single person who saw our wedding pictures were like, "Your boobs look amazing."
I've seen him in the hallway. I think your wedding pictures were beautiful. I did
Yes.
not know he was 3 months old.
He was only 3 months old,
That's crazy.
and so I had just like all of the milk boobie happening.
So there were a few things that I decided to cut out because last week's episode was our 10-week episode.
I know.
And
Cheers,
it was
right?
very, very long. Yes.
Yes. Get it found
Cheers.
Yeah.
So I decided to cut out a few things, and us talking about like our wedding ideas and dating and how different things are now and like whatever, I cut that out. So
Fair.
yeah,
That was a long
you're
episode.
not even double dipping there.
Okay. Good.
Nobody's ever heard about it. Nobody's ever heard about your wedding dress milk boobs.
Oh yeah, no, that was terrible. So I mean, granted, they looked amazing, right? Like
Oh my
they were
God.
full and like just like cleave for days.
Days.
The downside of that though is that you've got to like stop at the celebration at certain points and go breastfeed or pump,
Ugh.
which is kind of a downer on just about any celebration where you're like, hold on a second, guys. Having a great time. I'm going to go attach myself to a giant machine and suck milk out of my body.
See, I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I was like, you know what? I always wanted to be married before I had kids. I thought it was like, there was like a timeline that I wanted in my life. But lately, I've been thinking, how unfair and rude would it be to have Milo at my wedding and not the second and last baby I probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, will ever have in my life? How rude. Like, what, Milo gets an invite and a new future baby would not?
I mean, but future baby gets like the status of being new baby, right? So there's like...
I want Milo to like
he'll have like his moment to shine.
He'll have in a basket of flowers.
I don't know.
He'll have his moment to shine, right? So like you'll get married, he'll be the center of the like universe during the wedding because that's exactly how it goes down. Like I have a picture, like I have a vivid moment and memory of our wedding, and I think a picture to back it up where I'm standing in like the bride's room getting dressed, and I'm pretty sure I'm standing in like my bra and maybe my Spanx, like waiting for someone to help me get my fucking dress on. And I look over and everyone is cooing and oohing and awing over the baby.
Oh, I remember that.
And I'm just like, guys, bride,
See, I want
my day.
New baby, which, by the way, guys, is hypothetical, to be like Milo's age now.
Yes.
Because my plan is, I was not physically fit when I had Milo, and it was very...
No one is ever physically fit to be a mother.
Hard.
Especially your first one.
Or mentally.
And then, but I've been hearing all of these things about pregnancy so much easier when you're, like, in shape, and, like, it's not good to start exercising when you're pregnant, so, like, everything just happens better, I guess.
Right.
So I want to get super fit, then just crush that body with a fucking pregnancy, and then get super fit again.
Yes.
Then get married.
Yes. So
I like that timeline.
All jacked up, but it's all designed in pure vanity,
and that's fair,
and shallowness.
Whatever. Do you, girl. Do you.
That's how I think.
But I feel like that's like the perfect segue into kind of our topic today, which is going to be about like New Year's resolutions and goals and all of that amazing New Year's stuff. Which, by the way, let me just say before we even get into that, like, even with all the New Year's resolutions, I just want y'all to know, like, I'm going to still be your same cold-hearted, basic bitch.
I'm glad you said it, because I almost edited out me calling you a bitch, because I was like, bitch, why didn't you call me when your house got robbed? I would have walked over there and let off some whoop ass.
There are a number of people who are very upset that they did not get notified that my house was being robbed.
How many people are going to be upset when they're notified by listening to the podcast? You better get texting.
Sorry, y'all.
Get those thumbs to work.
So anyways, but like as much as I love the idea of having like New Year's resolutions and setting goals, like there are some goals that Joe and I have for ourselves, like as a family, like financially, but like as far as myself personally, like
can we really get any better than we already are right now?
Pretty much already amazing.
Yeah.
So kind of gotta keep it real.
So I'd like to speak on the whole like partnership goals, because it almost at this point that's where it's at. Not necessarily on self-improvement, and I'm not knocking anybody that wants to lose a few pounds.
Do you, girl?
Or
guy, whoever's listening.
Or guy.
I hope guys listen to this podcast.
Please do, guys.
Self-improvement is always good. Always good. Always a good thing. But maybe it's something about being... Emily, how old are you?
29.
29. You are the baby. Oh my God,
I know, right?
I've always been the baby. I feel so
Aw.
blessed I'm not the baby right now.
Now, who are you, the Martha?
Hashtag blessed. You. I love that show.
The middle child.
I love that show. No, okay, so relationship goals. Hashtag relationship goals.
Right.
This is kind of a new phenomenon for me. This past year was a shitty year. We didn't talk about the peaks and the delta, plus and minus.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
I
get
don't know
into
what the
our
hell
peaks and our pits.
So real quick before we get into that, the relationship goals wine is where it's at. Coming together and deciding, okay, you and I, we're going to work on this together. This is where we're going to be. This is where we want to be at the end of the year, 5 years, 10 years, and just constantly revisiting that is so empowering and also just bonding and connecting. I don't know, coming out of a really shitty marriage and then embarking on a new relationship where that kind of focus is kind of the center of attention is really, really, really nice and really just like exciting. It's a whole new level of goal setting. That
It
it's
is
like,
exciting.
ooh, yeah.
I'm going through
It's
the custody battle,
mm-hmm.
and while at the same time, Mike and I are starting to plan some stuff, think about some stuff,
totally.
even
we're kind
talk
of
about some stuff.
Damn, girl.
Very scary.
We're kind of in the same walk of life. Like
Spooky,
I've got
spooky.
a marriage that's ending, and I've also got this new relationship that's starting.
Isn't that kind of like a season, you know, like winter comes, everything dies, May shows up, and the showers bring new life.
Flowers bloom.
You're like,
Flowers
whoa, look at that girl. Get it.
So
that
we were going
organ.
to live stream this episode.
Yoga.
And now I'm feeling like that was probably a really excellent call to not live stream.
Crap.
Why?
You're talking crap.
No,
That's-
but that's going to happen though,
Our
right?
Instagram voted.
They did. They
We have
voted.
people who
The
count
people
on
have
us.
The
spoken.
people
People
have
have
spoken.
spoken.
Oh, girlfriend.
What?
This week has been brutal. I'm not going to lie. Like, I needed this girl time.
Do you want to do our peaks and our pits?
Yes, let's do that really quick. Because I needed this girl time like I needed a damn hole in my head. This week at work was brutal.
Your past 2 weeks have been brutal.
So
Has it been bad, though? Because the last 2 weeks have been so good. It's been busy.
So it's been busy, but so we had this huge project at work blow up.
Uh-oh.
It blew up on Friday.
How does the software blow? Did it have a virus?
No, so it was like a deliverable that we were supposed to have finished in time for this huge client. We found out on Friday that it was at risk of not getting finished. So it really just kind of blew up my day, which really sucked because I had some really fun and exciting plans planned for Friday that this just kind of capitalized on my day. And not only did it capitalize on my Friday, it capitalized on my Friday afternoon, my Friday night, my Saturday morning, my Saturday afternoon, and which will also be my Sunday and my Monday. So
What day is this? Today's Sunday.
Yes.
You're doing it today?
I had a meeting today. I had a work meeting on a Sunday.
I want a sister.
She's the best.
I want to borrow her.
What did I do?
You can borrow her. You brought more wine.
What did I do?
You brought more wine. So I had a work meeting on a Sunday at 3:00.
What the hell?
I had a meeting on a Saturday at.
I thought you weren't around. I thought you weren't allowed to work or exchange money in Utah on a Sunday.
I
Isn't that
think
like
it's
the
just if
rule?
you're Mormon.
Damn it.
So
they can hijack our liquor laws, but they can't give us Sundays off?
seriously, so I've had quite the weekend. It's been a little bit insane. Yes. So it's been crazy. It's been super crazy. It's capitalized a lot of my free time. I went to the office yesterday, which was Saturday, for I think like 6 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And
I'm so glad I don't live that corporate life.
It's brutal.
If I had to go to the office, I'd be wearing Mike's t-shirt and some panties.
I did.
Because I work from home, bitches.
I did. So luckily on a Saturday, nobody's there. So I showed up with like greasy ass hair, no makeup, my leggings, and my vest.
Dude, I've noticed since I've cut my hair short that my hair gets greasy. And when I had long hair, it never, ever, ever got greasy.
Which is funny because then when you get even shorter, like the way that mine is, it becomes even less greasy. There's like this like in between that just gets
I must
all
be in between.
Doesn't make any sense.
Because when I had long hair, my hair
for days, but I feel like you have to train your hair.
Dry.
You have to train it. You have to stop
I
washing it.
had dreads for like 2 years. I know.
For reals?
Yeah.
For reals?
I envy her life sometimes.
My life is an interesting one, I guess. Some people say.
I love it. So that would kind of be the peak of my week. No, sorry, I lied. The pit for sure. Because work capitalized my week something fierce.
Is this that one I liked?
This is, I think so. Is this a Chardonnay?
This is a Chardonnay.
Yes,
This is a Chardonnay. Hold on, let me talk. Okay, so at King's Raven Winery.
Yes. Instagram,
this
Facebook.
Is the Instagram, Facebook. Mostly Instagram. I don't know. Instagram is where it's at.
Same thing.
This is Chardonnay. I would like to tell you that this is called Tanea's Chardonnay. This is the winemaker's wife's choice. She basically said, husband, you better fucking make a Chardonnay or else I'm going to not do the things for you.
Meaning in the penis in the mouth thing.
Yes. Or in the badge. Pretty sure it's those two. One of the two. One of those two. There's no anal. So this is Tanea's Chardonnay. This is actually a lovely, lovely Chardonnay.
It is.
We did this on last week's wine review.
Did you? Okay, well, I love it. I actually love it more than the rosé.
Yeah, the rosé was not the best, but this Chardonnay is fire.
Chardonnay is fabulous. It's steel aged. Darren and Tanea can correct me if I'm wrong. Wine is subjective, right?
It is.
Okay. So anyway, it's very buttery. It's very vanilla-y. It's very pleasant. I love our Chardonnay.
It's so good. We love it. We drank
Tinkerbell.
Yes. It's like drinking Tinkerbell.
Just blend that bitch up and chug it down.
Okay. So my peak.
Yeah, you have to have something good.
I do. My family's here.
Yeah!
So my mom and my dad and my sister and my niece and my nephew all drove down from Oregon.
Family.
Yeah. So they just got here today. I'm super pumped. My sis and my niece and my nephew are staying with us over the Christmas time. I'm super excited. This is like one of my favorite things. It's like girls sleep over every night, all night. Sorry, honey, I love you. Sorry, not sorry.
By the way, Joe, we found out, listens to the podcast, so I'm going to have to do some touch-ups, some nips and tucks to last week's episode.
Yes, he does. Sorry, honey. I love you.
Before I go ahead and publish that.
I do. I love you with all of my being.
You're her rock.
Aww.
My lobster.
He does look like he'd sunburn. But... yeah, I had a hard time finding a pet for this week.
Yeah.
But my peak, I had a few. So I met the most amazing woman.
Nice.
Like, sometimes when you do a job like mine, you kind of need that, like, little push of, like, maybe I am doing something good.
Yes.
Because there's so many fucking assholes who make my day a living hell.
Preach.
And sometimes, and it seems like it always happens, like, right when I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'm going to call my boss, and I'm just going to be like, peace out. I'm so sick of dealing with people. And this week, I met the most adorable woman.
Aww.
So, she had cancer in 2012, which is, like, forever ago.
Right.
And, like, you know, she wanted to get insurance a long time ago, and, like, she couldn't afford it because she was raising 5 kids on her own. And then she had some medical complications, and she would submit application after application after application. She kept getting denied, so she was really discouraged.
Aww.
But I met her, and she was like, okay, I was walking out the door because it is my goal, my duty, my job, my passion
Yes.
to find everybody protection.
Yes.
And so I'm walking out the door, and she has like tears in her eyes.
Aww.
She had like tears in her eyes for like a half hour.
Aww.
Not even kidding. We were sitting there talking about her. She had the most beautiful story of wanting to become a tree. And I'm like, girl, if you saw my kid right now, you know I'd be down with that shit.
Right?
But like, she had the most beautiful story about what she wanted her past life to be or whatever.
Aww.
And she like gave me a hug, and she's like, thank you so much. And I'm like,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
because you probably just saved like the next 5 years of my career.
Right.
Because I'm going to remember this and be like, okay, people treat me like shit. They act like they don't know what I'm talking about. They're just assholes. But like, there's people out there that I help, and that's why I do what I do.
Exactly.
And that just like,
Yes.
my head was getting fired up,
Yeah,
and
it
she
was.
like threw some water on that. It was nice. It was nice. That like brought me down to earth, and I'm like, okay, I'm doing a good thing. My pit, okay, so I am wearing makeup, and I think this might be the first time Tara's ever seen me in makeup.
That's false.
Is it? Okay, good. I'm not a total trolly scumbag.
This is the first time we met. It looked regular. So,
Okay.
you're gorgeous, girl.
My son beats me.
He's also 2.
He fucking beats me. Okay, I'm a battered mother. And I have the biggest scratch and
you got a little-
black
Yeah,
eye.
you got a little shiner.
Well, now that you took your glasses off, now we can see
I know.
it.
I can
Yeah.
hide behind my nerdy frames.
Your nerdy frames are cute.
They're
They're
my-
super sexy nerdy
They're
frames,
like
though.
my, these are new ones actually. I don't think you've seen these ones. These are my purple ones. That I
They're
got from
so purple?
coastal.com. Yeah.
Oh my god, so cute.
Yeah,
I know.
No clue. Had no idea.
I hide behind my what are they called? Librarian glasses.
Librarian.
My librarian.
I've been told I have sexy nerd glasses. So.
I love them.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
We're still doing the plus delta.
So I think
know what that
Lindsay,
is. What is
did
that?
you finish your peak and pit?
Peek and pit.
So you talked about your peak, which is meeting that adorable
Oh my god.
woman,
And the
which
pit.
I love.
The pit being beaten
Oh.
by your child.
And
I'm beaten by my baby.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I have a black eye
Yes.
and a giant scratch.
Which we had no idea until you took your adorably awesome glasses
Nerd
off.
glasses off. which are super,
Coastal.com.
super
I'll leave
cute.
a link in the description box.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
So I think we need my baby sisses.
Did you do yours?
Peaks and pits.
Did you do yours already?
I did.
Was I going pee?
Yes.
Let's see.
That's the problem when you drink wine. You have to pee.
Yeah.
And since I'm a special guest, I just stuck out.
Lucky you. We have to sit here and hold this shit down.
You do. The ship's got to stay afloat.
Ship's gotta stay afloat.
Let's see what it's called. Peak pit.
Peak.
Peak.
Peak as in mountains, because we're mountain mamas now. And
taking it back to the roots.
Taking it back.
Taking it back.
Hits are low.
Okay, so the peak of my week. I'm a poet. Don't you know it? Was
That didn't work on Monday.
I ditched work on Monday.
So King's Raven is your side hustle.
It is my side hustle. Had nothing to do with King's Raven. I love the King's Raven.
So
Had zero to do with that.
what do you normally do day to day?
Okay, my day job is that I work for Kaiser Permanente. It's the one-stop shop. You can go to your primary, you can go get your labs done, you can go get your x-rays done, all under the same roof. It's great. The unfortunate part, and I think this just goes to, it's for any company that you work for. There's lots of politics, there's lots of, everything is broken. That's just the nature of the game. What I do in my job is that I'm an auditor. Okay. Auditing is a very here's the rules, you stick to the rules, you follow the rules, and you either pass or you fail. That is not my MO. My MO is very just what the fuck ever. I love you
So you
guys.
live in the gray area. However, your day to day is very, very black and white.
it's supposed to be very black and white, but my personality does not fit my role right now. So, as a company, Kaiser Permanente is beautiful. They pay well. They take care of their employees. We're trying real hard to take care of our members. In this role that I'm in, it's not for me. So anyway, that's my day-to-day. Day-to-day, I'm an auditor for Kaiser. My side hustle is, as mentioned before, King's Raven Winery.
Shout out.
Shout
Number
out
127.
at King's Raven Winery. Super fun. My best friend, Tanea, her husband, which that's a fun story, how those two met. Tara
We
can talk
have
about
to
that.
have them on the show. And
Yeah.
maybe you should email them this week to talk about...
Yes.
Because Tara and I have already discussed doing a Mommy Wines wine. Whether that be going to California or wherever.
Going to the actual vineyard
And
or the winemaker.
Testing and blending each. Because we want to have 2, right? We plan on 2. So she's shaking her head because we're sharing a microphone.
Yes.
But we
Sister
plan on 2.
has the microphone right now.
So I would probably do the white, sweet, and she would probably do something drier, a little
red,
sophisticated,
big, grown up,
bold.
Bold, red.
But we've already talked about that and how
I love
cool would it be to do that with somebody
that would be amazing
you know.
to have the actual winemaker and our best friend, and they could absolutely talk about the beginning of the relationship because it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
You're welcome.
That would be good. That would be good stuff.
So anyway, that's my side hustle. I also acquired a third side hustle, if you will. Via the vineyard, we do weddings, and so with the wedding venue, we also hire a catering company, which is Field and Vines, which is an offshoot or a part of Allium Bistro in Willamette, Oregon. Yes. Anyway, so I would do events for them and do like basically catering. I'm like the person that runs the food and all that stuff. Anyway, that's my day job. Those are my 2 side hustles.
Yep, that's
And
somebody who can't open a door.
there's a child bursting into the scene.
He's so funny.
Okay. So, anywho, my peak of the week is that I played hooky on Monday.
I thought that was a pit.
No, that was a peak.
Oh.
No, that was a peak because on Sunday I got to go to my boyfriend's house.
Ooh.
His parents' house, I'm sorry.
So
And
you went for a holiday.
It was a holiday thing. It was a holiday
Very first
celebration.
holiday
It was
thing.
a caroling party, which
That
we
sounds
only
awful.
sang one song, and then immediately went down to the basement and hung out with his brother and his girlfriend, and some super fun, hilarious stories about his dad. Or not his dad, but just interactions between his dad and myself. It was kind of funny. I don't know if we want to go into it at all or not.
Whatever you do, girl.
Okay, so boyfriend's dad, we go down to the basement, and his basement is like his office, quote unquote, and there's just piles everywhere. Piles of just papers and all of the things. And, you know, he's
What does he do?
That's a great question. I don't know what he does.
My lawyer's office. I walked in there, and it was literally manila envelopes and papers and creepy artwork everywhere.
Okay, so maybe this guy's a lawyer because
Maybe.
but the creepy artwork was from all of the family members,
Ooh.
which is really great because it's like, you know, they're just a family of artisans. Artisans? Anyway,
That's a word.
sure.
We'll go with it.
So I don't think he's a lawyer. I'm sure he's told me before, but I don't know.
It's okay. He's
I
a new
don't know.
boyfriend. You don't have to know everything.
New boyfriend. So he's got piles of shit everywhere, and it's kind of funny. Like we're just kind of like going off of each other, and just, you know, he's bringing me all this weird shit from all these piles, like an empty pill bottle, being like, "Hey, you need this for something," and a stack of empty CD cases. Like, you need a bunch of empty CD cases? We're like,
yeah, because
nope.
I live in the 90s and early 2000s.
We're good. And then a cute little, like, gift box for the holidays that you would put jewelry in that has cute little Christmas penguins. He's like, you need it? You need this? Like, no,
Sure
thank you. No, sure don't. But I really was having fun with it.
Back in the day, they could have been useful because those Christmas tins with cute little penguins on them were really good for holding jaybirds, but, you know.
True story.
This day and age.
True story. Also the empty pill bottles, which he first offered me.
Also a good.
Yes.
Also very good.
Jaybird. Just toss it in your handbag.
So anyway,
There you go,
it was
tips.
really cute. I was having fun with it. I'm just roll with the punches. Like, okay, what next? What else you got for me in your pile of shit? And so, like, he disappears upstairs for a second, and then he comes back down, and he's got this book, and it's opened up to a page, and the title of the chapter or whatever says something to the effect of, I love fat girls, pretty much. Like, I like to have sex with fat girls. It doesn't say that, but the title of the story says something like that. I'm like, oh,
Getting
all
real
right.
up close.
All right,
Let's boyfriend's
see
dad here.
where this goes.
But can I just mention that, like, all three of us are, like, super awesome, amazing, curvy, beautiful women? Like, not, like...
I'm not that
FAAT,
curvy yet.
But we're...
Give me a couple more Oreos.
No, but we've got, like, some woman curves going on.
I took zero offense to the title of the story. I was more of just like, all right, this father
Is happening.
I just met is handing me this book, and this is what it says. So let's read. Let's read what it says.
Dive
in.
porn.
And blah 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 blah. Get to the first sentence of the second paragraph, and it basically says, "I still have the scent of her on my fingers and my underwear." And I'm like, what is this? What the fuck is this?
Is this the first time you've met him?
Yes.
Oh, dear God.
Yes.
All of them.
And
All
so-
the gods, dear them.
And so I show the boyfriend this, and he's just mortified, like instantly, just like bright red. Just like, what the fuck is going on?
I hope to God Mike's family does something super fucking weird because
Oh, it was so amazing, though.
that would be so great.
It was so funny. It was so funny. I appreciated it so much. It was hilarious.
You would have to be a dead person inside to not appreciate
Yeah. And
the
thankfully-
boyfriend's dad telling you that he's into some PDW.
So that was the thing. We weren't sure where this book came from, if he even realized what he was handing me, or if it was all just let's see
found
what
this-
happens here.
I found this book.
Yeah, seriously.
I didn't read it.
We really didn't know, but he promptly disappeared for the rest of the evening. So I have a feeling that he really just had no idea and was extremely embarrassed. But it was so funny. It
It would have been
so
great
funny.
if he knew exactly. He's like,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's out for debate if he knew exactly what he was doing. But it was
Guess what I
it was
searched
so
on
great.
Pornhub?
Some dudes love fat chicks.
There wouldn't be Popeyes commercials if they didn't.
Preach. Oh my God. So anyway, that was Sunday, and then Monday we both decided we were going to play hooky, and so we played hooky from work.
Well, after that,
And-
you can't go to a corporate life.
No, God no. And we went and did Christmas shopping, and he bought a gigantic unicorn for his sister and was like carrying it all over downtown Portland and just got smiles and laughs from everybody, and it was really fun. So that was the peak of the week. Super long, drawn out story for the peak of the week.
That's okay.
By the way.
I'll edit that shit down.
Sure.
That's what I do.
The
Put my magic on it.
pit of the week was Tuesday was the deadline for my soon-to-be ex-husband to respond to the paperwork that we filed.
Ooh, to your action.
To my action.
I'm all fancy in these lawyer terms now because
Yes.
I have the justice system all up in my fucking business.
I know, it's amazing how quickly you become a connoisseur of the judicial
Legal
system.
terms. Yes.
Yes. So my lawyer and I hired a lawyer. We're not really communicating that well right now, but it's also, it's the holidays. I'm not too worried about it. I'm dragging my feet. She's super busy. It's
Mine
great.
either. I haven't been in
It's
very
fine.
good communication with mine either.
Yeah, it's fine. Tis the season, right? So I didn't hear back from her on whether or not he responded. Is there anything I need to do? I was stressing out because I had to provide all of the paperwork for the mandatory discovery. And so that was kind of stressing me out because I didn't have
financial discovery?
the financial discovery.
Ooh.
Yes. And so I didn't have all of that pulled together. So I was kind of like stressing out, and I get all of it pulled together and I still didn't hear back from her. So I really don't know where I'm at with this whole process. I submitted the parenting plan. I submitted all of my information for child support. So I'm really kind of just like in limbo on where I'm at with my divorce. And so that's kind of a pit.
Well, the best thing that he could do with a financial discovery is to not reply, from what I've heard.
And that's what I think happened.
And that's
I
good
really
if that
do think that's what happened, but at the same time, I didn't file everything all together. So it was just hey, I want to have sole custody. And from what I've understood, it's just granting the divorce. Like, yes, I agree to this divorce.
Yes.
So really, it kind of doesn't really mean much to me.
Right.
Because
I'm sure there's all these
we were
steps in any kind of
so
situation,
confusing.
court situation, where there's like, oh, this is just like a temporary hearing, which is what I went through.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, what happens after that? And they're like, well, we don't know, but there could be like 5 more hearings. And I'm like, go fuck yourself.
See, we haven't gotten to that point yet.
And I don't think that you will. I think that, this is big sister point of view. Also, pro-divorcee. That sounds terrible.
Post.
Like I'm good at getting divorced.
You're a professional divorcee.
You've only done it once, so why? I feel
Did
like
she do
once
it
you've
really
done it once,
good the first time?
If you do it once, you're a professional divorcee.
That is a fact. And
My friend Lisa, though, who's a avid listener to this podcast, might be on her second, and she's feeling so down about it. But I'm like, girl,
do it.
Live your best life.
You do you, boo.
Having been divorced.
Who cares?
Officially once.
Sorry, Joe. You're next.
No.
I'm coming for you. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Boyfriend number 3, Joseph Chapman.
I'm dying.
I feel like, having no clue what's happening is totally normal. You'll figure it out when it's an appropriate time to figure it out. Trust in your attorneys. They're going to do the right thing.
Do not.
Well, you had a terrible attorney.
Do not trust in your attorneys.
Lynn's has a pretty rad attorney.
I have a legit attorney, I think. She's young, but she's also amazing and busy and just, adorable. I don't know. I'm dragging my feet. It's fine.
I found mine on Craigslist. He showed up 20 minutes late to court.
It's fine.
Fine.
Hashtag it's fine.
Hashtag it's fine.
He never
Hashtag
returns
I'm fine.
He never
Hashtag I'm
returns
fine.
my emails.
I'm fine.
Hashtag I'm not fine.
It's fine. I'm fine. But I feel like getting divorced in general is just really shitty all the way around. And because when it's your first divorce or custody battle,
yes,
you really don't know what you're getting into. You don't know what you're up against. Not that I have any plans of like going through a second, but I feel like my experience can help drive any reactions or actions that you might have.
That's what we're here to do.
And
give advice.
Seriously, all of the women and men who have been through this have been kind of my guiding force. And I feel like I can be that next sounding board for the next person that's going through it. because each experience is just a little bit different. There's a lot of similarities, but there's enough nuances to where you can speak to some of that and be like, this is what I went through. Here's what you might encounter. And,
That's been saving my
Yeah.
ass. Though no divorce or custody battle is cookie cutter.
No.
There's no
never.
rule book to
No.
parenting your children. There's no rule book to living your best life or going through a divorce or a custody battle. But it has been so priceless and comforting and just awesome to talk to other people who have been going through the same thing.
for sure.
Yeah, and even when
sure.
you are kind of like a veteran of like being divorced
Girl.
or
You're
custody.
You're not on your 5th marriage here, girlfriend.
No, but
She's like, I'm a veteran.
Well,
of
let's
getting
just call it for what it
divorced.
is,
I'm a
right? Like, I've
professional
been
divorced.
Professional.
But I hope, and I hope, in my biggest of hopes that doesn't happen. Hope it doesn't happen for you. I hope it doesn't happen for me. I hope it doesn't happen for Lindsay. Because it's exhausting and it's expensive and it's draining and it's really
It is.
stressful on your current relationship, which also super sucks.
I imagine
right?
it is. Yeah,
It's super
absolutely.
stressful.
Mike is a fucking champion.
Yes, and
Joe
I just
is a fucking champion.
a champion and
New boyfriend's
BF,
a champion.
New BF is a champ. Shout out to the new BF.
He'll get champ. He's not yet a
Not a
champion
yet.
He's
Okay.
a champ.
He's a champ.
He's going through some stuff right now too. So it's like, we're
Is he also going through a divorce?
He is also going through a divorce.
What a sexy time to meet someone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yes. I do know.
I probably read way too many books.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yes.
So when
Mike,
I
yes.
married my first husband, I was like, this is forever. Like, this is going to be beautiful. We're going to get married. We're going to buy a house. We're going to have children. We're going to be together forever. It's going to be amazing.
Just keep scooping that vanilla ice cream.
It
Totally.
was
Totally.
everything except that. Right? Like,
you never know.
There's no cookie cutter
who
way to do
knows what this is supposed to look like?
There's no cookie cutter way to do this.
No. Life is so funny. Life.
But I feel like I'm
crazy.
kind of getting what I wanted. Because I'm not going through a divorce.
But you're going through
But a custody battle
which
is very
basically
similar.
the same thing.
Very
Basically
similar.
the same thing. Maybe he
With
is.
the
I
crazy
mean,
fucking socks.
he's
Maybe.
a train driving, flat bill wearing, sport loving.
That's one thing I feel like if I can get over his flat billed hat,
Okay, hold on.
I can get over a hell of a lot.
I have a very super large soft spot in my heart.
I
My
do not.
black, cold, frozen heart for a flat bill hat.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
I hate them.
There's something.
I hate them. I think they are white boy ghetto. I think they are.
There's something
not cute.
about it.
They're not cute.
And I don't know what.
I always think
On the right face.
You
need to come to Portland because I feel like there's some good looking dudes.
You know who I would dig in Portland?
Flat bill hats.
Nope.
Wrong again. Flat bill.
It's literally.
I would love the man buns in Portland.
Oh my god!
The
man
slouchy beanie wearing Portland.
Yeah.
That's who I would love in Portland. The fancy mustache having.
The beard wearing.
The beard wearing.
The
man
a
bun
bilf?
having.
Would you like to know the bilf?
Filth.
Beard, I'd like to fondle.
Oh
my god.
I want to go to Portland and fondle some beards.
New
Bay
has a bilf. Oh.
Can we make a trip?
Beards.
Can we please? Can we make a trip to Portland?
Please! Yes.
I think we might have to.
Yes!
To blend our wine.
World trip.
Yes.
Yes. Let's do it.
We're going to have to do this. Sorry, King's Raven. You've already agreed, apparently.
As I say in my job, you've been voluntold.
Voluntold.
You have been voluntold.
I have a feeling at King's Raven Winery will not be disappointed with that.
Sad. Empty my glass.
I'm a little disappointed.
Hold on, girl. I got you, boo.
One of the things that I wanted to share really quick on air, if possible, is that I have gotten some really cool feedback from some people who listen to the podcast. And
Have you?
I have. And one of the pieces of feedback that I got is, like, there's one thing to be, like, in the room with somebody where you get, like, all of who they are. Like, you get their mannerisms, you get their facial expressions, you get their, like, personality.
Yes!
But then there's also something really cool about just getting their voice. Like, all of that extra, like, exterior elements of who they are
The
is stripped
nonverbals.
away.
It's all of the nonverbals.
All the nonverbals are stripped away. And one of the things, one of the pieces of feedback that I got was it's really cool to, like, know somebody and hear them on the podcast and to hear their voice, hear their personality, hear their, like, tone and inflection, and have that still be, like, a really connection factor.
My friend Lisa listens, and I used to live with her. And
so
she knows me very well.
Right.
But she's also said kind of similar things. She's like, I'm getting to know you more.
Right.
While listening.
Like, at such a different level.
I've had people who read my blog who now listen, and they're like, I know you on a whole new level.
It's really cool. Like, that was
cool.
One of the coolest pieces of feedback. I mean, obviously, I have people say, like, it's funny, it's great, it's engaging, you guys have great banter. You have. I am smart.
Like last week, we are very literary challenged.
Literally enchimed.
Unfortunately, I hope the mic picked that up, by the way.
That was really,
beautiful.
really cool feedback. Like, that was really cool
It is cool.
And
there's so many people. I have about over 7,000 followers on my blog.
Good God.
Yeah, you do.
And they have known me by reading my posts.
By reading your posts.
Yeah.
And my posts, can sometimes be a little witty, or they can be very direct. Are they?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
But, like, they vary depending on the topic I'm talking about. But I've gotten so much feedback on people saying that they're getting to know me and they're loving you.
Oh, stop.
Okay. My feedback, literally, everything I hear. So, Mike's mom, my boyfriend, the person who's supposed to love me, his own mother is like, oh my God, I love Tara. She's so funny.
Loves Tara.
She loves Tara.
You're okay.
Huge shout out to my baby sis. Coming in here.
Having her on the show.
Coming in here and lending a new voice, a new perspective, a new take on just this crazy mom life.
You thought Tara was awesome. All of my readers and subscribers have given me incredible feedback.
Oh my God, stop it.
About you.
Stop it.
Her sister, bomb.com.
I love you, girl.
Love you.
All right. Love you, sis.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
You are so cute. Say bye.
Bye.
Aww.
Milo, say bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
You guys, I have to share something with you that I have honestly fallen in love with. This year, through my blog, I was given the opportunity to try Bellamy's Aqua Lumiere. I have the hydrating serum, the hydrating cleanser, and the facial hydrating lotion, and I love every single piece. I suffer from super dry, textured skin, and it has oftentimes looked lifeless and dull. But since I've been using Bellamy twice a day for the past 3 to 4 months, I have become obsessed. My skin is firmer, my skin tone is even, it's bright and clear and soft, and it's amazing. If you haven't tried Bellamy's Clean Beauty, try it. People are raving about this product. You can try it today at bellamy.com/Emadon.